right, well, we are out in the woods again. Warren's standing over there. He just got this permission today, so we have no idea what it will bring, but we're gonna roam around here in the woods. It's another warm winter day in January here in central New Hampshire, so we're just gonna give it a try. It's an old farm, and we'll see what luck brings us today. All right, so stick around. We'll be back. All right. I was just trying to talk to you a minute ago, but my microphone stopped working. I must have pushed a button. Got about a mid-30s signal here, and I was saying how the electric fences are interfering with everything. So hopefully we'll get farther enough away from those fences to it won't be a problem. All right, there it is. Let's see what we got here. We might have a button or something right here. I don't know, let's clean that up. Take a look at it. No, it is not. It appears to be lead. It's a little heavy. Just a little hunk of lead. So anyway, first diggable signal of the day, so we got that out of the way. Let's go find something good. All right, well, Warren's over there somewhere. I just saw a flash of blue in the woods. Got another mid-30s signal here. So we'll give it a try right about there. All right, we'll be right back. All right, well, it is in the plug. Right about here. So let's scoop that out of there as much as we can and see if we get it. Still in there. Okay. There it is. What is that thing? I don't know. Turn off my pinpointer. Right there. Appears to be a nut. Sometimes you feel like a nut. I rarely do. I don't want to find these. All right, let's keep looking. Well, here's some crazy critters. There are some crazy critters at this farm. There's an active farm nearby here, and they own the property that we're on. I have a better signal now. If I can find it again. Where was it? I think I might have put my shovel too close. Move that over there. We got a spot here that has no snow, which is kind of rare. There we go. 63. Jumping up to about 65. I don't know, it's a nice coin sounding kind of signal. Could be a wheat penny or maybe even an Indian head cent or something. Would that be nice? We'll never know if we don't dig it. All right, well, I dug out the plug. Haven't done a thing yet. Let's see here. How deep are we going to be? Either I dug in the wrong spot or it's right here, nice and shallow for us. May have to dig some more. There's a root there. Let's see, so I can dig around that with my hand. Definitely misfired a little bit there. A little shallow, whatever it is. Don't be another bullet. Are you another bullet? Sure is. What happens when you get your hopes up? Oh well. Alright, well I think I've lost Warren. Got eaten by a bear or something. He's out here somewhere. Anyway, I got a perfect, what we'd call a nickel signal for the Mine Lab Manticore here. 26. And right on the line. Let's see. Probably just a Jefferson nickel, but we'll see. All right. Well, we've got it out here. The reason I think it's probably a modern nickel is this path here is used by snowmobilers and hikers, and it runs along behind the farm. So, or it could just be a pull tab. I think that's what we got. Is that what this is? Yes, indeed. There you go, kids. You youngins might not know what these are. Anyway, yeah, that's how we used to open our drink cans back in the olden days. That's right. All right, let's keep looking. Well, I found him. There he is. We're both digging nothing but bullets and junk so far. I have a decent signal here, though, if I can find it again. About a 54, 55. Kind of messy on the screen, so who knows? Definitely not a coin, but anyway, let's dig it up. I'm loving how not frozen the ground is up here, even without the snow. It's here. It might be deeper, so we may have to do some more digging. Let's see how deep it is. Yeah, give me a second. Okay, I loosened it up a bit. Oh, it sounds like it's close now. Let's give that a scoop. Still right there. Clear a nice spot over here. Separate that from the rest of it. My goodness. We're going to be digging this all day, aren't we? Now we got it. Looks like lead. Looks like more lead. Another big chunk of lead right there. Well, nice and heavy. Well, let's keep looking. All right. Well, we got another signal here. Kind of stretches out along the display here. Not sure. It looked even funnier a minute ago, but anyway, we'll dig that up and we'll take a look at it. Well, he's over here. He found a little something. What do you got? Oh, huh.
Looks like it's got number 1 on it. I don't necessarily think it's a furniture tack or anything, although the backing looks like
oh yeah,
a little tack of
that is a tack-like thing.
Yeah, but it's got like a number 1 on it.
Yeah, that is interesting. Well, that's a find. That's definitely
most interesting thing today, probably.
Yeah,
at
so
least for
far.
me.
Yeah, definitely a number 1.
Yeah,
we're number 1. All right, cool. Well, I'm about to dig this hole, and it's sort of a sloppy signal, so time to dig. All right, well, we got this hole open. It's over on the side here. Let's see if we can get something moving, and see if I can actually put it on the actual in frame. Warren's still here. I might have him dig it up if I don't have it out already. There you go, Warren.
oh god,
shovel man.
Oh my goodness, pressure's on.
Right about there. We have to split this one 50-50.
Well, you found it, so, you know.
All right, coming in with a pinpointer here. Let's see. You got it. Good job. I think it fell down. that it right there? Oh boy. How much is half a bullet worth? There it is. Yep, more of the same. Oh well. Well, Warren's over there digging up bolts. And I've got a 55 signal here. 55, 56. Nice and bright. Maybe it'll be something good. Cross our fingers. Well, it was in the plug and I flipped the plug open. And there's this little guy right here. Oh, we can't win. We're in a shooting range. Well, Warren's got a high tone out here in the snow. It's about a 70. Could be anything. We're trying to change locations because we're not having the best luck where we were. Yeah, I'm going to go home and look at some maps and see what else we're missing. There it is. Wall, maybe? I think you might have moved it. Winter digging is no fun. So sloppy.
It's a fairly strong signal, so you would think it would. Oh,
Oh, you knocked it back in.
it did. Okay, stick my hand in there. I was gonna say, I thought my hand came apart.
So small, it's probably another bullet or something. Some copper on it, maybe.
Yeah. Or less.
I think I see it right there. Looks like lead, maybe? What is that?
That's
I don't know, maybe that's just natural stuff. Well, it's tiny. What is it? Is that it? Little bullet?
Yep.
That could not be it. That signal was far too good for a little 22 bullet. Far too good.
Yeah.
Why would that be coming up a 70? I think you better re-swing that hole.
Yeah, right.
Wow, story of our lives today. I cannot believe it.
We should swing over it again. Just
Yeah.
To be sure, but I guess that's what it was. Unless that just happened to be in the hole too, which I can't imagine.
Sometimes I wonder if the winter signals are just playing with us. And that is what number? Let's see here.
59, 58, 59. Kind of a,
Yeah, so
not a great.
I think the other object was playing with the signal. That must be.
It's got to be fairly. That's
Together in the hole with that. What are the odds? Entirely different calibers. Somebody must have been shooting at the same target with somebody else. Maybe they were set up.
too. How weird is that?
Yeah, maybe they were set up with a little shooting range out here or something. You wonder why we do this sometimes. All right. Well, it's been a while. Nothing but ammo and casings today. But we're out here. Found some old walls way out here ways. And this one is sort of where it changes direction here. Goes that way. And there's 3 openings here. So it's sort of a sloppy mid-50s, but it appears to be kind of deep according to the meter on the machine here. So let's see what it is. All right, well this one was a frosty hole. Very hard to dig that plug. Icy, icy, so it's just gonna be more of the same. There you go. A little splattered bullet with a copper jacket on the end. Oh well. Well, welcome back. What you just saw was about a week ago, and I'm up at the New Hampshire farm site now. Going to do some tree trim. I'm going to clear some of these small trees away from the buildings here. This is what they used to call the yoking shed here. These old pine shingles were put up there by Ann's father a long, long time ago. I think he was probably a teenager. He's gone now, and all these trees have grown up around here and need some attention. So we're going to take care of that. This is the yoking shed. That's the hay barn that's attached to the big part over there. We'll be roaming around doing some of that. And after I dull my chains and can't do any more, I might do some detecting off over in the fields. Last time I was here, I discovered I could actually dig in the field and it wasn't frozen. But we just had some cold days, so who knows? We'll see what happens. But yeah, it's a good day to be outside. So that's what we're doing. Stay with us. Well, nothing too special. I like to dig, or like to film the first hole of the day. And this is a new day, so we did that. And we have what appears to be a little suspender clip piece. Looks like the piece that would with the teeth on it right there. It would flip back down over the front. That would be the front facing everybody. So there could be name on there from manufacturing. You see a little bit of ornamentation at the top there, some little horizontal stripes, but could be more decoration on that part there too. Anyway, they're always nice to find, especially when you're in a place like this where you're digging into the family history and you can think about who wore this and all that kind of stuff. But there you go. Let's keep looking. Well, I've got my old mic and camera set up today. Pretty soon I'm going to be using a new camera and new microphones, so things will sound and look better, I think. I've been over this area a whole bunch, and I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just winter, but got a pretty good signal here. It's in the 50s that way. I had 60s a second ago. There we go. It's not a pretty picture on the screen, so it probably is not a coin or something like that, but worth checking out, though. Let's dig it up. Okay, well, I think it's loose now. Should be right about there. It's the bare hand today. So put it up here in the sun. Of course, whatever it was fell down. Oh. It's in two pieces, evidently. Two targets. Interesting. Well. I'm not sure. Let me find this. Be right back. All right. Well, it's been about 5 minutes I've been playing around here. So there's some iron around here. And now whatever's in the hole, give me a low 90 signal that way. 60s that way. I think my hole might be off slightly, but I'm going to go get my sorting sheet. I left it in the car. I'm not far, so that'll take me a second to go back over there, but I think I really need it in this snow. All right. Well, I really didn't need it. But I got my my windbreaker, so that's good because the wind picked up. Feels like we're going to get snow squall. So nothing else in the hole there. And I see something round over here, and I see a little shank. Do you see it? You see it? I'm coming to it right now. Here we go. There it is. Nice. We have a flat button. Let's check this out. It's nice to find another one of these in places where you have been over and over and over again, especially. So there it is. Give me a second to clean this up, and we'll come back and show it to you. Well, she's a pretty one. There's like a little rim around the back side, very thick. I'd say about nickel-sized. Hard to say if there's any decoration on the front, probably not, but I don't see a back mark either, which is unusual. Am I getting that in the sun okay? That's a little better for you, I think. Right there. See anything on that? Can you hear me as the wind blows my microphone across the field? Yeah. Got the full shank and everything. Nice, heavy. I should double check and see what that rang up on the machine here. Let's try that again. Of course, I have my ring on this finger. Let me try that one more time. About a 70, which is a really high tone for a button. That's up in the coin range for sure. So that's probably a copper, maybe. I don't know. Ringing up like copper. But very nice button. So 2 holes and 2 interesting things in the wintertime here at the New Hampshire farm site. So I can't complain. Let's keep looking. Well, 3 cheers for snow on the ground. There's my tracks coming in. There's the first hole I dug. There's the second hole I dug. And I got this far. This is as far as we are. Now, I've been over these fields so many times. So many times. But as you can see, these fields are no longer hayed. So everything during the growing season is tall, or it's big and clumpy and you can't get the coil down nice and low to the ground, which is important if you want to find things. But luckily the ground's not frozen, so here we go. And I'm able to dig a hole. And another round thing just popped out. I haven't touched it yet. Do you see it? Right there. Right there. Probably another button. Might be identical. It is. It is a match. It is a match to the last one I found. That is unreal. Well, there you go. Very cool. I noticed on the other one, after I turned off the camera and the microphone, that there's a little mold seam. Can you see the mold seam? Let me see if I clean it up a little bit. Very faint little mold seam. Yeah, there you go. That's a view of it right there, going that way. But neat. This one did not ring up as loud as the other one, for some reason or other. But pretty neat. It was in this same area right here where I found what turned out to be a spilled sewing kit. That wasn't something that was on the videos. That was before I started doing the videos, but right in this general vicinity. So I have to assume maybe these are part of that spill as well. But it's funny, I didn't find them before, considering how loud they rang up on the machine and all. But I was finding glass buttons and jet buttons and all kinds of interesting sewing things. Unfortunately, I didn't find the box, but somebody must have knocked it over and lost a whole bunch of stuff one time when they're out here sewing out in the field on a nice day. All right, let's keep looking. Well, our sun is almost entirely gone now. I'm still in the same spot. It's been a little while. I did a bit of a loop. You can see the line of holes and back before sort of where I started. And I found a little suspender buckle piece over there, another one. But we have another round thing, and I have to assume it is another button. So let's come on down here and see if we can spot it again. Ah, there it is. I see it right there. Ah, that is not what I was expecting. I hadn't touched it. So we instead get a shotgun shell. Not sure what that one's going to say on it. Let me see if I can polish that up a hair here. Let's see. 12 gauge, Climax. Who made that? Oh, US. Yeah, US cartridge company or whatever they were called. There you go. Crushed up 12 gauge. Woohoo! Well, surprise, we're back where we started. Right over here, we were cutting trees earlier. Right there's, and I got a little 50 signal here. I probably did not climb in here before because of how thick it was. Messy, but it's still above the lower Ferris limits there, which means it could be something interesting and brassy or whatever. Let's check it out. Well, yeah, I just dug all that. Crazy amount of stuff in there. Tons of rocks. It's still screaming at me, but I think I know what it is. Sheet copper right there. So we're not going to mess with it anymore. We're going to leave it there. And I think we'll call it a day. Because I'm worn out now after digging that hole. Yeah. And we're about to lose our son too. So sounds like a good time to call it. So this will wrap the video. Not sure what you'll get next week. Something I hope you find interesting. And we have found a friendly squirrel. It scared the living daylights out of me. Oh, he's crawling up the side of that building. Anyway, yeah, I'm sure you heard him. But yeah, we'll have something for you next week. Not sure exactly what yet, but we'll have something to do with metal detecting or history. You can guarantee that. All right. Well, be safe out there, friends. Come on back next week and be good to your neighbor. We'll see ya.
Oh yes, now let's take it home. That's all.
I said.